All right, well, welcome to a completely unedited, straight from my phone while I'm in the middle of a road trip. I can't help myself because Twitter is going absolutely bonkers right now about Tesla's decision to remove the mobile connector that comes with a Tesla. Now, keep in mind, every EV that I'm aware of, I hope somebody can correct me in the comments, but every EV that I'm aware of comes with a mobile connector. And there's good reason for that, especially right now. Yes, Tesla is dominating the EV space. Yes, some people have more than one Tesla. I feel very fortunate to be among those people who have more than one Tesla. But EVs are just now starting to take off in the US, and including a mobile connector or a charging cable of any kind for an EV is really important right now. A lot of people don't have the charging infrastructure at home to use it. There are many reasons why people need a mobile connector. I use our mobile connector all the time. And as a matter of fact, until last summer when we had two Teslas finally, I used the mobile connector every single day. I had two of them actually. I used one that just stayed plugged into the 1450 that I had installed at home. I had that one that we used at home sometimes, but we kept one in the car because at work we had a plug to use. So we would use the mobile connector every single day that we drove the car. Now, if I didn't have a plug at work to use, I would have used the one at home every single day. And again, it wasn't until we got our second Tesla that I finally got the actual wall connector. So we went over a year with just the mobile connector, a year and a half, and it worked perfect. It was ideal for keeping the Tesla charged. I mean, it would take about, 8 hours or so to charge this thing all the way up, but you never run it empty. But the point is, that mobile connector is more useful than people are giving credit to. And I think that there's some tone deaf comments coming out of Twitter right now, and it's starting to bother me a little bit because, yes, I know that people get very passionate about defending Tesla, and there are some cases where I get passionate about it too. However, Tesla does need to have critical feedback in times like this, especially when it comes to removing stuff that's included with the car. This isn't just a lumbar support in the passenger seat. This is something that a lot of people use every day. Let me repeat that. A lot of people use that mobile connector every single day. It was $35, maybe it's $45 now to get that connector to upgrade it to a 1450 outlet. So you have to understand, I saw a comment today as well that said, hey, just remember, they just reduced the price of the wall connector. That is so disingenuous. They just increased the price of the wall connector before they reduced it. So it is not like they're reducing the cost of the alternative options. That's just not true. They increased the price to like $550. Now it's $495. Like, it's the same price as it has always been. So I don't know. I'm trying not to get too preachy here, but it's starting to really annoy me when I'm reading comments on Twitter from people that are very well off, that are in a very good position. I feel fortunate in the position that I'm in, but I also realize, like, a lot of people, when they're getting a Tesla, like, this is the first time they spent this kind of money on a car, and they may or may not even have a plug in their house that they could use a 1450. When you get a wall connector, you have to pay an electrician, generally speaking, to have that installed, and it can run $1,200 for just a very short run from your panel. So keep that in mind. This isn't just like a $400 or $500 expense on top of everything. The other thing that I think is getting missed in all of this, and it's really probably why I feel the most passionate about the situation as a whole, Tesla has increased prices many times. They increased prices 12 times, or they changed prices, 12 times last year. And I think that included one decrease in price. So 11 times the price went up last year. We've already had 3 price increases this year, and we're talking at minimum $500 increase each time. And generally speaking, it's averaged close to $1,000 each time, like each month. So these increases have been substantial. And to remove the mobile connector that you now have to buy is really annoying. And I am confident I am not alone in this thought. This is ridiculous. Like, let's be honest. Tesla, this was a big mistake. This was a bad move. This was just in poor taste. And for those of you who are going on Twitter and reverberating why it's not a big deal, take a step back and try to think of people who are not as well off as you before you go out there and talk about how many Teslas you have and how you don't use the mobile connector because you've got 27 wall connectors hooked up at home. Like, that is so tone deaf. I don't know. I just, there's a thing called the Tesla stretch, and it was a term that was coined some time ago by somebody that talked about getting a Tesla. It was more expensive than the car you were replacing it with, more expensive than any car you had got before. And it was termed the Tesla stretch, where you stretched yourself out of your comfort zone to get a more expensive car because you believed in what this car is and you believe in what Tesla is doing. And you still, even after this debacle, you still believe in what Tesla is doing. And I still believe in what Tesla is doing. But that Tesla stretch refers to normal people like me. Like when we started this journey, we bought a $54,000 car at the time, our first Model Y. $54,000. That is so much money. And you know, the van that Model Y replaced was $37,000, which was already a lot of money. So I'm sorry to be so preachy, but this is really frustrating to sit back and watch happen. And for the people who are defending this, like, it's okay to defend it. Just don't be tone deaf in how you're defending it. This, in my opinion, was a bad move, and in my opinion, is going to be reversed. And I think that there's enough blowback. Tesla is going to reverse their decision on this. I really hope that they do. And here's another reason why this is an issue. Not only are they removing the mobile connector, it's sold out. You can't even get one. So even taking delivery, even if you are like, okay, whatever, I'll spend the $300 or $400 to get a mobile connector, or spend the $500 and get the wall connector, you can't even get a mobile connector. It's sold out. So it's like, what the heck? Like, there's no planning, and it's just this, like, this quick reaction, this quick, like, just off the cusp, do this thing that sometimes is frustrating because there's not enough planning put in place to make sure that, hey, we're about to roll this message out. Let's make sure we get it right. I don't know. Here's what I'm going to do. If Tesla does not reverse the decision on removing the mobile connector, I personally am going to send one of my subscribers a mobile connector free of charge. I'll ship it to you. You got to be in the United States. Even Canada's fine, but I will ship a new delivery. You got to show me when you take delivery and all that, and you didn't get a mobile connector. I'm going to give one of you one of them. I don't even care, because this is ridiculous and it's silly. It's pennies on the dollar when you compare to the big picture. It costs $63,000 to get a Model Y, and you're telling me now it doesn't even come with a charger? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm in the wrong here, but I just had to get this off my chest because I'm tired of reading some of the comments from some very well-off people who are very, very tone deaf. So that's enough of this rant right now. If Tesla does not reverse this decision, I will give a mobile connector to one of you who's about to take delivery if you don't get your mobile connector. I'll do my part. Hopefully some other people will step in and do their part to help spread the love, spread the cheer. And yeah, let's get back to the weekend and back to things we love. And hopefully Tesla, please reverse this decision by Monday. Please reverse this decision. I've already seen the news articles coming out. You knew it was coming. So anyways, I know you don't like this video, but give it a thumbs up anyways. If you could, I'd appreciate it. If you don't already subscribe, consider subscribing. We provide content all the time, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Yeah, thumbs up. We'll catch you next time.